Welcome to Channel 15. My name's Renee and I'm going to guide you through about a 45-minute yoga practice. As with any exercise practice, if you have any health conditions, make sure you check with your doctor. And everyone, just make sure that you listen to your body, only move in ways that feel right for you. Nothing should ever hurt in the poses. And just think about taking this time to be curious and to notice how your body's feeling in the different movements, comparing one side of your body to the other, and just being in acceptance of wherever you are today. No judgment. All of our bodies are proportioned differently, so everyone will look a little bit different in the poses. So just, again, listen to your body and do what feels right for you. We're going to move our joints. We're going to move our bodies in all different ways. We're going to do some balancing. We'll start standing and then we'll gradually make our way down to the floor. You might want to have a little folded blanket or a cushion for when we get down there, for under your knees and maybe for behind your head. So if you have something handy. Also, you might want to have some water. If you don't have any now, just make sure you drink water at the end of class. So we'll start just by bringing our palms together. Just a greeting we start with at the beginning and the end of class. We say namaste. Loosely translated, it means the light in me honors the light in you. And we just bow and I greet you all and thank you all for being here. All right, so we're standing on our feet. So let's just start. You can bring your hands on your hips. Just start with stretching the feet, coming onto the ball of one foot and then the other. Warming up the feet. And then we'll just come onto the ball of the right foot and circle your ankle around, feeling your toes. And then the other foot, circling. Great. And then stand your feet a comfortable distance apart. Just make sure they're straight. And then we'll lift up the toes on the right foot and spread them out, place them back down, lift up the toes on the left foot, spread them out, place them back down. And then soften your knees. Lengthen your spine. We'll bring one hand onto the low belly, one hand onto your upper chest. Lengthen your spine, lift through the crown of your head, and then just slightly bring your head back, almost like you're trying to make a double chin, so that your ears are over your shoulders are over your hips, and your hips are over your ankles. You can close your eyes or you can gaze softly at the floor and bring your attention to your breathing. Just feeling the air coming in and out of your nostrils. Feeling the rise and fall of your chest. Feeling the expansion and contraction of your belly. And just take a moment to come to a thought of gratitude or appreciation, something about yourself, your circumstances, your home, just the fact that you're able to stand here and participate in this class, anything at all. And gently turn up the corners of your mouth. And just notice. And then start to let your breathing deepen, filling up the belly, filling the ribs, maybe even the collarbones lift, and then exhaling, emptying all the air out, hugging your belly button into your spine till you're emptied of air. And then inhale, fill the belly, fill the ribs. Exhale, emptying in and out through your nose. Do that a couple more times. So this conscious breathing keeps us present in this moment. It's also great for our lungs, for our ribs. Great. And then come back to your natural breath. You can release your hands. Turn your palms forward. Standing up nice and tall. This is mountain pose. So turning the palms forward, opening the collarbones. Again, keeping the head back. Great. And then we're just going to just bounce on your heels and just shake your arms. And then just shake a little bit. So shaking away any stress, any tension. Letting exhales through your mouth. Maybe a sigh. Great, and then we'll just start to swing the arms, letting the knees bend. Checking in with the shoulders. Slowing that down. And then we're going to bring the right foot forward, the left foot back, just a little bit so you're in a staggered stance. We're going to soften the knees. And we're just going to shift our weight forward and back. As you come back, bending your left knee, lifting up your right toes. As you come forward, we're going to gradually come onto the balls of the feet. And just use your arms to give you some momentum, but keep them nice and soft. So inhaling, coming up. Exhale, arms back, right toes lift. So we're going to come right into a balance pose. So we're going to hold on the balls of the feet. Be patient with yourself. You can come in and out of it. Relax your shoulders. Standing nice and tall, breathing. Good, and release. Take a deep breath, straighten your feet. Let's roll the shoulders before we do the other side. So we'll inhale up, exhale back and down. Again, sigh on the exhale. Now squeeze the shoulders up by the ears and then slowly bring them back and down. Do that again. Squeeze them up and slowly bring them back and down. Now we're going to squeeze them up and then let them drop and say, ha. Again, inhale, squeeze up. Last one, squeeze it up. Hold your shoulders up. And then just tip your head back and move your head side to side. Don't be afraid to let out sounds. Great. And release. All right, now we're going to step the right foot back just a little, left foot forward. So kind of your right toe is about in line with your left heel, keeping your legs hip distance apart. We'll shift the weight again, forward and back. So as you come forward, you can come onto your toes. As you come back, lift the left toes, bend the right knee. Inhale up, exhale back. Soft arms, relaxed shoulders, face relaxed. And then when you're ready, come up onto your toes. Maybe stand a little taller, balancing, finding a spot to focus on. I forgot to say that on the first side, but if you find a spot on the floor to stare at, it'll help you to balance. Great, and relax. And then just wiggle. You might swing the arms gently from side to side. Good. And come to center. Again, grounding through your feet, really feeling connection to the earth. And we're just going to move the head in little circles. Checking in with your neck. Just finding some freedom in the neck, finding what feels good. Circling the other way. Really feeling stable on our feet. And then bringing your head to center, we'll just turn and look left to right. Like you're shaking your head no. Great. Looking forward, soften your knees. We're going to inhale, reach one arm up. Exhale, bring it down. And then the other side. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, down. Just moving from side to side. If you like, you can look up as your hand as you bring it up. Letting your knees bend as you bring it down. Good. One more time on each side. And release. Bring your feet a little bit wider than your hips. We're going to bring our arms into goalpost arms. So notice what's happening with your back. Don't let your low back arch. Keep a little flex in your knees, thinking about your tailbone reaching down, crown of your head reaching up. Spread the fingers, stretching through the fingers. Maybe gently pulling the elbows back and also pulling your head back slightly. Maybe trying to make that double chin again. Rooted through your feet. Take a big inhale, and on the exhale, we're going to bend to one side. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, bend to the other side. Moving with your breath. And whatever side you're on, pause there. You can bring your hand to your hip and then maybe reach over your head, find a little pulse. Feel the stretch in the side of your body. Inhale, reach up. Bring the other arm up. Either keep that goalpost position, bending to the side. Option to reach the arm over your head, keeping the chest open. Good. Come back to center. Let's bring the feet a little bit wider. Turn your heels in, toes out. Cross your arms in front of you. We're going to bend the knees. Inhale, bring your arms out and up. Bring your hands together, and then as you bring your hands to your heart, bending your knees. Fingertips go down, arms go out and up, straighten the legs. Again, you can look up, hands together to your heart, bending your knees. Inhale, out and up. Exhale, down. Last one. Exhale down, and we'll pause here. Press your palms together. Press your knees out. Shoulders come down and back. Head comes slightly back. Smile and breathe. Good, and come up and just close your eyes for a minute. Bring your thumbs to your chest. Just feel the energy moving within you. Great. Placing your hands. We're going to bend the knees again. We're going to bend at our hip crease, fingers pointing in, sending the tailbone back, pulling the shoulders back. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, we're going to roll one shoulder in. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, roll the other shoulder in. Do that a couple more times. Again, pressing the knees apart. Exhaling as you bring the shoulder in. Inhaling to center. And let's hold one. Take two nice full breaths. Come to center. Go to the other side. And come back to center. And we'll come back up. Walk your feet back under your hips. We're going to do another balance. So bring your hands onto your hips. Again, feel your feet grounding. Little bend in the knees. Nice long spine, ears over your shoulders. We're going to come onto the right toes. Find that focal point. When you're ready, you can lift your knee, foot off the floor. You can keep tapping your toe, or you can keep your big toe on the floor. Keep your hands on your hips, or you can raise the left arm, or option to raise both arms. Keeping your shoulders down. This is called half mountain. And bringing your hands back to your hips. Really bend the left knee, and then we're going to step the right foot out and back. So you're on the ball of the right foot. Your left knee is over your left ankle. We're just going to bend and straighten both knees a couple of times. So you want to think about your pelvis being upright like a bowl. And then bending both knees, lifting the chest. Then you're going to push out through the right heel. Maybe straightening the back leg, or just making it a little straighter. You don't want to tip forward. You want to, again, keep the pelvis upright. You want to feel the stretch in the front of the right hip. Again, heart lifted, shoulders down and back. Hands can stay on your hips. You can bring them out to the sides, palms forward, thumbs up. Squeezing your shoulder blades together, lifting your heart. Finding a focal point for balance. Nice deep breaths. Great. Hands back on your hips. We'll step the foot still behind the left foot, on the ball of the right foot. Again, a little flex in the standing knee. We're going to lift the toes just by flexing the foot. So you might come in and out of this, or you can keep your toes up, finding the balance. Strengthening that right glute. Another option is to lean forward, raising the left leg higher. Good, and release. And we'll just take a little march. Big breath. And we'll get ready to do the other side. So we're standing on the right foot, right leg now, so keeping a little flex in that right knee, coming on the ball of the left foot. Finding a focal point. When you're ready, tighten up your core, your abdominals. Maybe lifting the toe off the ground. Standing a little taller, lifting the heart. Connecting with your breath. Again, hands can stay on your hips. Right arm can come up. Both arms can come up. Breathe. Bring your hands back to your hips. Bigger bend in the right knee as you step the left foot out and back. Pelvis upright, chest lifted, bend and straighten both knees. Bending both knees, right knee above the right ankle, pressing back through the left heel, keeping your hands on your hips, or this time we'll bring the arms up, back into those cactus arms, keeping the head back, opening the chest, feeling the strength of the warrior pose. Great, and bring your hands back to your hips. Step your foot part way back. Bend that right knee a little bit. And then lifting the left toes, balancing, maybe lifting them up and down or holding. Third option is to hinge forward, lifting your leg back. Coming to center and finding that march again. It's a lot of work to balance. All right, let's bring the feet a little bit wide. And we're going to just gently swing our arms like they're empty coat sleeves. So if you have osteoporosis, you want to be very gentle with this. You can make soft fists, give yourself a little tap at the top of the chest, at the kidney behind you. This is good for the lymphatic system. All right, come back to center. We'll keep the feet wide. We're going to clasp our hands together. Turn your palms out. Stretching the fingers, little bend in the knees. Bring your hands above your head. If that doesn't work for your shoulders, you can bring your hands on your shoulders. And we're just going to find a little movement of the chest and upper back. Finding a little circling, both directions. And then we'll bring the hands in front, drop your head, pressing through your fingertips. And then we'll turn the hands forward, bending your knees. And we're going to make a big circle in front of us. So bend your knees as you come down. You can follow your hands with your eyes. Then go the other way. We're going to stand at the end of the mat. So I'm going to face sideways so you can see me better. You'll be facing forward. We're going to make our way to the ground. We're going to come into a forward bend and remembering to bend at your hip crease. So we're going to keep the back straight as we can. Send the tailbone back and bend the knees. So we'll inhale, bring your arms out and up. Bring your palms together, down through the front, bending your knees until your hands come to the floor. Coming down onto your hands and knees. Spreading your fingers nice and wide. Toes are curled under. We're going to inhale, drop the belly, pull your shoulders back, lifting your tailbone. And then exhale, dropping your head and rounding your back. It's cat-cow. So inhaling, arching, exhaling, rounding. If you want to put something under your knees here, if you have a blanket, you can take a moment to do that. Everyone move at your own pace, following your breath. And then we're just gonna sit back on our heels for a moment. If this doesn't work for your knees or your feet, you can always come up on your knees. And we're just gonna take a moment, let me come forward, we're gonna take a moment to work the joints in the fingers, so just trying to move all of your finger joints. And then make soft fists. We're gonna circle our wrists. Both directions, feeling the stretch in the front of the hands. If you do a lot of typing or needlework or crafting, it should feel really good. And then we're gonna bring one hand out in front, take your other hand, we're gonna pull the fingers back. Feeling the stretch in the forearm, breathing. And then take the thumb, pulling the thumb back. And then the other hand. Notice if one arm feels different than the other. Nice deep breaths. And then pull the thumb back. And then we'll just shake out the hands. Let out a sigh. All right, and we'll turn back. We'll come back to that table position. So knees under your hips. Let's bring the hands forward. Pinkies by the edge of the mat. We're going to curl the toes under. And we're going to lift the knees up off the floor. So you might stay right here. Or you might come into a full downward dog where you press your hips up and back, chest towards your thighs. Regardless, keep a bend in your knees. And then pedal your heels. Bring one heel down and then the other. Let your hips move from side to side. Shake out your head. You might open and close your mouth, working the jaw, stick out your tongue, do a little yoga for your face. Anytime you need to come down on your knees, come down. So from here, option to come into plank. You can immediately put down one knee or both knees, or you can hold both knees up. Think about pressing away from your mat, lifting up your belly button, lifting your heart up. And then dropping your knees, bringing your knees wide, we're going to push the hips all the way back into child's pose. Scoot your belly down between your thighs. You can stack your fists for your forehead or let your forehead rest on the floor. Taking some nice full breaths. Let out a sigh or two through your mouth, just letting everything sink into the mat. Right, and from here, we're going to come onto your left side. You can support your head with your hands, or you can rest your head on your arm. We're going to extend our legs straight out, kind of balancing on your side. Flex your feet. Bring your right fingertips in front of you. And then squeezing your legs together, inhale, lifting your legs off the ground. So you can hold here, or you can inhale, lift up, exhale, lower down. Your choice. Or you can go up and down a couple times and then hold. So this is strengthening the outer hip, the inner thighs. release. Bend your knees generously. And then we're going to take the top knee, the right knee, bring it forward, and then bring it back. So you don't want to lift the leg up. You want to keep your leg parallel to the floor. Exhale as you come forward. Inhale as you go back. Next time your foot is back, you can reach back for your pant leg or for your toes. Anywhere you can grab. If you can't reach anything, then just keep your hand in front and just hold with your knee back. So we're trying to stretch the front of the quads. Be stretching the top of your foot if you're able to grab a hold of your toes. Great. Release your knee back down. Rest your head down on your arm. I'm just going to circle your right arm. Just feeling whatever you're feeling in that shoulder. And then we're going to let the right arm fall back, roll onto the back of your head. So now your arms are like in a T position. And then find a comfortable spot for your head. You can look straight up. You can look to the left. You can look to the right. Take a couple of nice full breaths here. And then from here, roll all the way onto your back. Keeping your arms open, opening your legs, making a big starfish or a big X. Flex your feet, press out through your heels, stretch your fingers, reaching through your fingertips. Take a big inhale and then exhale, draw your knees into your chest. Option to bring your forehead up to your knees. Then inhale, find that big X again. Exhale, knees come in, forward, forehead to your knees. One more time. Taking up as much space as you can take up here. Exhale, knees come in, option to lift your head. Great. And then from here, we're going to roll onto your side. Push yourself up just to come over to the other side. Adjust this microphone. Okay, so balancing now on your right side, supporting your head with your hand or your head on your arms, extending your legs out straight, flexing your feet, left fingertips on the floor. When you're ready, squeeze your legs together, lift and lower or hold. If you're lifting and lowering, you want to link the movement with your breath, inhaling in one direction, exhaling in the other. Keep that smile. We don't have to be serious. And release. Bend your knees. Take a deep breath, just pausing for a moment. And then with the left hand again on the floor, we're going to exhale, bring your knee towards your nose. Inhale, bring your knee back. Back and forth. Next time your knee is back, reaching back for whatever you can hold on to. Pulling back. Breathing into the stretch. So these poses, the warrior, the lunge we did standing, and this pose is really good to counter all the sitting that we do. Release your knee. Drop your head down onto your arm and circle the left arm. Just a couple nice big circles. Moving that shoulder joint. And then we'll let the left arm fall back, rolling onto the back of your head. Bringing your arms out to a T. You might shift your upper back slightly. And then again, finding a comfortable place for your head to rest. Take a couple nice full breaths here. And rolling back onto the right side, we're going to roll right onto your belly. And we'll lengthen the arms out. So come onto your chin, lift and lengthen your legs. Tilt your pelvis so that your pubic bone is pressing into the floor. And then we're going to inhale, lift right arm, left leg. Exhale, lower down. Chin can stay on the floor, or you can lift your chin and your heart. Inhaling up, exhaling down. If at any time you want to hold for a couple of breaths, that's another option. One more time on each side. And then bring your hands right by your ribs, elbows against your sides, spread your fingers, push yourself up through tabletop, and then all the way back. You might try with your thighs together this time, massaging your abdominal organs. Again, you can stack your fists, or perhaps you want to bring your arms behind you, letting the shoulders release. Taking a couple full breaths here. And then bringing your hands to the mat, slowly coming up. Bring your feet through. Extending your legs out. You can bring your hands on the floor beside you. Let your knees stay bent. You want to feel your sits bones. So rock a little side to side, feeling your sits bones on the floor. And let's just point and flex your feet. So using the strength of your core muscles to keep you sitting nice and tall. Circle your ankles, spread your toes. Circle the other way. Great. And then we'll bring the soles of the feet together. Again, rocking side to side, bringing your sits bones maybe a little closer to your heels. Holding onto your shins. Lifting your heart, and then just kind of pulling on your legs. Your elbows may hit your legs somewhere. Just think about bringing your chest towards your heels. So keeping your back straight, you're not going to go very far. You can put a little pressure down into the thighs. And then bring your hands to your feet. Use your thumbs to massage the arches of your foot. Use your fingers to massage the base of the toes, the front of the feet. Great. And then sitting back up, bringing your knees together. We'll slowly Come down onto our backs. Standing your feet on the floor. Arms relaxed by your sides. Feet are straight. Lengthen the back of your neck by tilting your chin forward. Little gentle pressure in the back of the head. So we're going to press into the feet. And then just lift your hips up on the inhale. Exhale, lower down. Inhale up. Exhale down. You can lift up a little higher each time. Imagine you have something between your knees, so you're kind of engaging your inner thighs, so like you're squeezing something between your legs. If at any time you want to pause and hold here, you can press into your hands, or you can clasp your hands beneath you, kind of scooching your shoulders in, maybe lifting your hips a little higher, and pressing into the back of your head, maybe lifting your chin slightly. And then releasing your hands, everybody slowly lowering down to the floor. Hug the knees into the chest. Circling your knees. Actually, let's bring the arms out to a T, using your abdominal muscles to circle. Circling both ways. And then bringing your left foot to the floor, out to the edge of your mat, clasping your hands behind your right thigh. We're just going to bend and straighten the right leg. Holding the leg up, flexing the foot, maybe gently pulling your leg towards you a little bit. And then releasing your arms out, we're just going to make some big circles with the right leg. Just kind of oiling that hip socket. Let your knee bend. Go the other way. Place that foot down. Clasp behind the left leg, bend and straighten your knee. Hold the leg up, flexing your foot. Maybe a gentle pull towards you. Keep that back of the neck long. Release your arms again. Find those big circles of the leg. Circle the other way. Great. And releasing the legs down. We'll just hug the right knee in, stretch the left leg out. Find a little side-to-side movement here, flexing both feet, and then switch. Massaging the hip crease, and then extending both legs out on the floor. We'll inhale the arms up overhead. Take a nice full body stretch. Flexing your feet, reach from your heel to your fingertips, moving side to side. And it's time to relax. So you can stay flat here with your legs out. You can stand your feet on the floor, letting your knees rest together, feet wide, knees resting together. If you're near some furniture, you can put your shins, your lower legs, on a couch or a chair. It's very releasing for the low back. Arms can be by your sides, or you can place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, both hands on your belly. Whatever feels most soothing to you. So find your comfortable position for rest. We call this Shavasana, which is said to be the most important pose. It lets our bodies incorporate all of the poses, all of the movements. Lengthen the back of your neck. Find just the right spot for the back of your head. Close your eyes. And bring your attention back to your breath. Feeling the breath coming in and out. Turning up the corners of your mouth. Relaxing your face. Unclenching the back of your teeth. Relaxing your eyeballs in their sockets. Relaxing your jaw, your shoulders. Feeling the support of the earth, the floor beneath you. Letting all of your muscles soften. Just feeling the inhale coming in, exhale coming out. You might bring those thoughts of appreciation, gratitude back to mind as you rest and breathe. Bringing your attention back to your breathing, back to sensations in your body. Bringing awareness back into the room, gently wiggling your fingers and your toes, bringing movement back into your body. You might gently turn your head from side to side. And when you're ready, draw your knees up into your chest. Taking a moment in fetal position, letting your breath start to deepen a bit. And then use your arms to gently push yourself up to any comfortable seated position. And again, we'll bring our hands together at our heart. Bow your head, honoring yourself for taking this time for yourself today. And I offer you a namaste. The light in me honors the light in you. Have a wonderful day.